I can get it gone in a blink. We can make a from the sink. He can make a call if you tweet. I can make a ball when I speak. Brother used to hide 100 in the hatchback. Partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause her bad. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash at?
They couldn't see me coming with binoculars. Even if they did tell me who the was stopping us, the options keep popping up. Cops trying to lock us up when it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up the block inside it and molten lava. Check your thermometers. These rats is synonymous. The climates in Guatemala, bro. Bet your bottom dollar your favorite rapper to get devoured. Sign his death certificate quick. Like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve and tell me get him any
gone in the blink. We can make a from the sink. He can make a call if you tweet. I can make a ball when I speak. Brother used to
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on a catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Packers first down.
Love from the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On play action. Love to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Chubb running to the wide side, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Watson. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Third and 2, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, going to the air with Love. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Love now on second down. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Reed. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Striker, 3-3. And goal at the 2-yard line.
Shot, 17. Set, put.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Love. And he's got it. Touchdown. Luke Musgrave. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there, just having to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Watson off play action. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Watson now to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. After the interception, here's Watson. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
First down, Packers.
On 1st and 10, Love.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Walker.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now a second down throw for Love here. That's to Kraft, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. He may go. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 73 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing on third down, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. 51 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Love now.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
They'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, 31!
Watson on 3rd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
From the 33, here's second down at a yard.
At the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Now Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Love.
Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Luke Musgrave.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a first down pickup of 8. A give running right is Chubb. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second and 10.
They'll try the air now with Watson.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Now try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Love looking to throw it.
Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah,
oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage down the left sideline. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Love.
His throw incomplete. This defense making some plays right now with it.
And they look like they're really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Now Love. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast.